from Troon, and we're here to actually close on the Oyster 485. So we're excited, but just like before, quite jet lagged. But here we are. It's in really nice shape. They put it back together very nicely.
No, there's decent.
That's warmed up.
It's improving rapidly now.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Do you want the shore curvy on the dock end?
Yeah, I've unplugged the far end, just unplugged this end now, and it's a twist.
Okay.
So,
Valve thruster functions.
I feel like I've never been on a boat.
You want to hold this? It's going.
Okay.
Now, is that smoke a problem?
no, you'll get that with any turbocharged diesel. Just if you put a lot of revs onto a turbocharged diesel when you're just manoeuvring like that, it basically it's the unburnt fuel that's coming out.
Yeah.
Here's my husband, day one. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise?
Yeah, you could stand by at the stern lines because Angus is just going to take them off.
Okay.
Okay, Ian? Yep, that's fine. It's not doing anything anyway. Right, spring next. If you could just ease those off, Kevin, just let that give him some slack.
Yeah.
Right, and the stern line now, Angus. Okay, and if you come on board, Angus.
Yep.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Stand by, Angus.
Okay.
And let go. Okay, clear. Prop block does this boat have? It doesn't have very much at all, actually. A lot less than the 61 I.
How are the depths in this harbor?
They're not bad. You're unlikely to have a problem with this boat.
What?
You're unlikely to have a problem in this boat. Okay, keep pulling. Okay, you ready to rock?
Yeah, whenever you are.
I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference if you furl it. If you furl it on the so that it's on the side away from the wall, but having said that, the 61 we always furled it the same way, and it wasn't ever an issue. There will be a bit of sea running when we get around the corner.
Okay.
Nothing horrendous, but it would just won't be flat calm anymore.
After this.
I mean, from a personal point of view,
Are we trying to get upwind or?
Yeah, we're going upwind.
Okay. He's happy.
he's quite.
American stuff through.
Andrew, I've already sent her in for the next one.
So,
And none of the bad really.
I mean, with that on his CV now, you could go any of the
Pretty
yachts
balanced.
that's doing
Yeah.
skipper, deckhand thing.
Gotta say.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Our boat I used to have a tendency to round up
Hard.
Yeah.
when
Unbalanced.
Yeah.
it's about. I just tell the wind this feels very balanced.
So with that back another notch maybe.
You know, when they replaced, well, not on this boat, but on one of the other, two other oysters we've seen, they reduced the 150% Genoa to a 125.
Yeah.
And I always wondered if that was on purpose or if it was a cost issue or what.
No, I think generally people have actually. It's assumed that people are cruising these
Yeah.
boats mostly, and they're not. Most of them aren't going to cruise along in really light airs, and I think it's generally considered from a handling point of view and sailing performance in heavier airs that you're better with a smaller Genoa. I think that goes right across the range. Actually, Genoas have got smaller.
Interesting when you talk to sail makers about sails, because we bought new sails a couple years ago, and it was everything. You know, as with everything in yachting, it's a compromise. You know, but you know you get these carbon, these Kevlar sails, and their lifespan is less. You know, they're still recommending the Dacron sails. You know, and there's better quality, you know, cloth out there.
It depends what you want. The Dacron will last indefinitely, but not in terms of shape. It will last in terms of you'll have a white thing that you can stick up.
Yeah.
But I think you know, kind of laminated sails with a taffeta on it, which is what that is seems to be the way it's going now.
Okay.
But I mean, that's what most of the oysters now seem to have that.
But also, the cloth itself is lighter in terms of weight, which is good for sailing.
Yeah.
You know, less stuff up the
Yeah.
mast.
But it holds its shape. It basically the laminated sail holds. It doesn't lose shape with age, which a Dacron does very badly.
I'm going to have a heart attack and die right there.
Hi there.
Congratulations!
Hey, congratulations, guys. Well done, Team USA.
Well, it's blowing like crazy here in Troon, where we're getting our boat kind of straightened up, and just wanted to kind of talk a bit about what it's like here. I mean, we are in the northern latitudes. We're high latitudes north. It stays dark. It stays light until 10 o'clock at night here, and it's sunrise is probably at 6. We could check and find out when exactly, but very hard for us to sleep. And we get a little bit of sun here and again. This is kind of what we've been seeing. We've actually seen some people go out. It is capping out there, out past the harbor, and it's just it's crazy. The wind has been blowing just really, really hard for the last couple of days. So the boat's looking good. We've kind of straightened the lines a little bit. We're in the middle of doing an inventory of everything inside. One of the real deals about this boat was the number of spares that it has and the way it's set up. We have lots of additional halyards. We've got a removable inner forestay here, which is good. We also have an inner storm stay that a storm staysail can attach to, and the boat's looking good. I mean, it's being that it's been on the hard for so long, it actually is in fairly decent condition. We just need to really kind of hit it to clean it up, and we're gonna have some people come and look at the canvas later on today and maybe upgrade that a little bit. So we kind of set this up just so that the guy can see what the present configuration looks like. But otherwise, the teak's in good shape. We were looking through all the stuff down below, all the spare stuff, and found that they've got 4 of these fair leads. This one's broken, as you can see, and they are discontinued product, not available anymore. So to find that was just an absolute incredible find. So we're so happy about that. We're going to go through and change out all the cotter pins on the lifelines to cotter rings. I caught myself on one earlier today. Just hate when cotter pins are used in places where you could use a cotter ring. But otherwise, the boat's really pretty inside and kept up fairly well. The yard guys are gonna cut and polish the gel coat. We're gonna have them clean up. They're part of the deal. They're gonna clean up some of the teak. But otherwise, it's very happy with the purchase. It's not a brand new boat, but it is a blue water cruiser. And although it looks like it's got some areas those are just areas that were kind of scuffed by the lifting straps when they pulled her out. You gotta look at something like this and understand that eventually it gets cleaned up. We'll take some rust remover to the stainless, but it's dry inside. The seals are good on the hatches. The stuff that you really care about is here. Got a big double bow roller. I was just talking to the gentleman that owns this boat over here, and it's a huge displacement Nordia, I think he said, steel boat, steel catch, and he's got a 70 and an 85 pound CQR hinged anchor, the same design as this, and we have a 60, and he says he's been totally happy with the product and he would buy it again. So that's a good thing to know. A lot of the people around here have the rock nut anchors, kind of with a roll bar on there, and those work well too. anyway, that's kind of where we're at with it now. Got, you know, electric winches here. Probably stand to use a new, you know, shore power cord. You know, there's stuff that's functional and maybe not so pretty, and we can live with that. We would take function over prettiness every day of the week. We want something that's going to work for what we intend. I mean, we could take this boat out today in 40 knots of wind. I don't think it's blowing 40 out there. It's probably blowing 30. And it would. I'm confident that it would take care of us. It would be a stable blue water boat in heavy seas. And so that's the whole point. I'm not so sure I would be all that happy with some of the charter boats we've had on a day like today. I mean, they wouldn't sink or anything like that, but they would be a handful. This is Scotland in the summertime. I hope the wind noise isn't too bad, but this is what it looks like. It's overcast and very windy, and the sailors here, the people that sail out of this harbor in Troon, are hardcore. These are people who really do know how to sail, and they go out. We've seen 3 or 4 boats go out today. I mean, the guys were all harnessed up. They had their foul weather gear on. They had, you know, inflatable PFDs and everything, like, you know, really, really top-notch stuff. So we hope to live up to the expectations. It's, you know, we'd like to say, oh, no problem, but you know what? It's something different for us, and I think we'll fall into the groove of it relatively quickly. But you know, the first time you power up your own boat, the first time you leave a marina under with no supervision, with nobody helping you, it just, you know.
Hi there. Can we sit in the bar?
Do a little coffee after the boat gets home.
Warm up and wait till it gets on its braces.
This is Scott's restaurant here at the marina, and it's very nice. We've
Eaten here a ton of times.
we've eaten here a bunch of times, and it's quite cozy and open all day. So there's
Really nice.
coffee and beer.